Looks like I gotta put in the work that's necessary to certify my presidency. Um, like I said, the 2000 is up for debate. And the only way to debate that is for Biden to have to take the back seat. But that's up to the American people to decide. That's what I'm trying to get you to go on the back channels, hit the emails, send in what you want to do. Because at this point, I have the American people decide. You want the 2000 that just go with Trump out the White House, or you want it to stay. That's periodically where we at. And furthermore, as the president, like I said, you could decide me. And like I said, I'm the one that came up with the suggestion. So you vote for me. Canada to require negative tests for people entering the the country. Like I said, borders between borders. As if we didn't have enough with the wars, but like I said, between the pandemics and the cross of this vaccine on the rise as far as the stock is concerned. Even the stock has invested in the vaccine. California to announce the first case of coronavirus variant. Like I said, it's transforming, and that leads to more of a need to sustain more of these, I guess, so-called vaccines. Like I said, the people that's paying the most is willing to get it first. That's why I didn't, pay no mind when Biden slighted, had to take about 3 of them joints. Camilla was next. He got me itching, man. Got me itching thinking, you want this heat? Come from sniffing things, Biden. You can't be running around sniffing people's heads, biting them. Get the mask on, man. The governor cancels inaugural, citing mass protests at his home. Listen, as he has a mask on. Listen, it's getting out of hand when your local leaders are following the guidelines, but the fellow citizens may want to, you have to make it satisfiable for them to wear the mask. Which is, like I said, remote learning, social distance. With the guidelines in play, or you end up like those that didn't. Sheriff, 4 dead in Houston. Domestic violence shooting. Like I said, these are states that were saying no mask requirements. And I'm saying, from the looks of things, it's been 6 months. This virus ain't going nowhere. It done mutated. They got the new variants. As Biden takes Trump to task over lagging pace of vaccinations. Listen, we went over that a few momentumums ago, slighting Biden. I'm trying to tell you, in the course of action, to get what you got with the vaccinations, you're gonna have to, like I said, you're gonna have to probably pay the cost to be the boss to get in front of the line, man. It's a line. Just like it was a line for the testing, it's a line for the vaccination. I know it on the camera it says it's producing. But those are getting snatched up by the dozens, man. By those willing to distribute the inject. But, like I said, what's taking place has to ultimately be the ultimate outcome. which is the boundaries remain in play. No blame. ABC News finds 54 cases invoking Trump's in connection. Wait for it. With violence, threats, alleged assaults. Listen, man, we just went over the 3 getting shot for domestics. Man. It's a whole new millennium. And the only way to adapt is to readapt and restructure a balance within a term of, I would say, a niggercratic campaign. It's just getting started, by the way. Colorado officials suspect they found a second case of coronavirus. Ah, man. If only we possibly would have acted a little earlier. And shout out to my sponsor. What is this? CBS All Access. This is beautiful. Keep up the great expectations. Mitch McConnell faces decision over formal vote to increase stimulus as they have him in a dark room. It was that, like I said, the momentum was there, but it was already signed. And Mitch knew what he was doing, man. Kamala Harris receives first dose of Moderna. Yeah, I seen that. But like I said, you're sitting in an elect. It's not declared. So it looks like you're going to have an uphill battle. And like I said, so am I. Which is to get this niggercratic campaign off the ground. Researchers reject Fox News host Laura Ingram's misuse. Hey, man. Gotta get the news from somewhere. Fox News personality attacks Bill Gates. This was 2 weeks ago, man. I mean, you gotta upload more up-to-dateable news in America. It's like I said, no one's really safe from the pandemic. It can happen to anyone. As corona more contagious new strands in California. Come on, man. What I would like to do is get a better view on what we can look at, which is something so clear and seeable through your microscope that it can pick up, like I said, the many microorganisms in their activity. Massachusetts man seriously injured after teen goes on brick throwing spree. Listen, man. I said it, man. Social distance. Gather as much information you can about the coronavirus and make your decision. As Tom Hanks takes his talent to San Antonio in news of the world. I mean, I would take my talent to the White House, but It's being renovated. GOP senator to object to electoral college results, facing Congress to vote. I know it was going to come around eventually, but like I said, it's under reconstruction. And I don't mind the reconstruction. I just realize it's going to take some time to get the Democratic campaign in there. Hilaria Baldwin speaks out amid accusations she's fake being Spanish. Listen. From the looks of things, everyone might have a little bit in them. And who are we in a pandemic to say who doesn't? Black women's groups finds health and healing on hikes. But, wait for it, sometimes racism too. This is coming from NPR. I don't know why you titled that. It says your health, black women's groups find health and healing on hikes, but sometimes racism too. It's like every experience possible has to be ruined in a pandemic by opinions. My opinion, the way to discriminate against racism is to do something dramatically against it. Which is think of why it's taking place. New Mexico Health Secretary provides COVID-19 update. Keep updating it. More millenniums to come. Like I said, 2030 will humans and civilization look as if it looked in the 2000s. Operation Warp Speed at a crawl. Adequately vaccination. Adequately vaccinating America. Wait for it. Will take 10 years at current pace. Like I said, man, those with the bread getting in first. And that's the ways of the world. Explainer, scientists trying to understand new virus variant. Like I said, I'm going to look at it from a more seeable scope. Look back at the impact. Now I don't want to look back. I'm trying to look forward. And within the process of looking forward, I see that there's plenty of obstacles and hurdles to come in order for me to get this Democratic campaign off the ground. But we'll see what the outcome may come by January the 15th or so. 10 bizarre news stories. We don't want to go into bizarre news stories. How NBA's pandemic success created unrealistic expectation. Nah, I don't want to blame the NBA for doing what they need to do, or the NFL for having to do what they need to do. Everyone, like I said, is in a pandemic. And like I said, social distance, masks, and try to gather together the strength to survive. And with that being said, peace. I gotta go.